turn Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
It is 7:52 on the clock. Earth Day is right around the corner, and it will be observed in Vermilionville.
It will indeed. We're sending it out to Al Abair, who's been giving us quite the preview all morning long. Al, first it was worms and bees and honey. So what are we doing this time?
You know, Alex, this is such an eclectic show today. I'm with Colby LeJeune, who is with the
Cajun Prairie Habitat Preservation Society.
He said it. It's a mouthful. But you know what? We don't often think about prairies with this part of the country.
Yeah, no.
Tell us about this.
Well, I mean, where we're at in Lafayette, east of here, you know, everybody's familiar with the Atchafalaya Basin and stuff. It's all cypress trees, cypress swamps, tupelo and stuff. But west of here, all the way up into the border with Texas and then down into Texas, and as far north as Ville Platte and Louisiana, kind of forming the same triangle we call Cajun country. Everywhere basically that people grow rice now. That was over 2.5 million acres of tall grass prairie, the same kind of prairie that was found in Iowa and Illinois and stuff. And it was like that way for thousands of years before the 1890s, when the railroad comes through. All of this prairie is basically prime farmland, and with the steel plow that John Deere invented in 1837, every square inch of that prairie just about was plowed up and planted in rice, corn, cotton, soybeans.
And of course, we're talking about preserving the prairie, which is, you know, just dovetails beautifully into Earth Day. And so, what do people need to know about the disappearing prairie? I know that they've planted some prairie plants out at Monkasport, but you said there's a whole bunch of units, correct?
We have a 10-acre park open to the public. Just there's a parking lot, there's a sidewalk. Just roll up and visit it anytime you want. It's on the corner of Magnolia and MLK in Eunice, and it's 10 acres of restored prairie, basically the best looking prairie that exists in Louisiana now, because all of these, so after the railroad comes in, after these swarm of people come in and basically fill up the prairie, before the 1890s, out on the Cajun Prairie we call it, it was all little isolated homesteads. People had like a little area they grew rice. If it was a little wet area, people grew corn, people grew cotton. A few cash crops, but mostly subsistence. But the rest, everything back from the bayous basically, was just open prairie that cattle, they let wild cattle run, semi-wild cattle, they were branding and stuff. So basically these people just lived off of, they were basically cattle herds, just like out here in the, just like way out in the west in the Great Plains. But the railroad comes in, the prairie is basically all subdivided up, completely plowed, turned into rice and cotton and stuff.
So you're going to be talking about this Earth Day coming up. We're going to listen. Don't miss Earth Day out here at Vermilionville. In just about 2 seconds, how do we find you online?
CajunPrairie.org.
CajunPrairie.org. We're going to go back to you. More News 15 today.